Hey, what's up everybody? This is Richie here, and today, that's right, my laptop has finally arrived. It's not the original thing I thought I was gonna get, but it is a beast. What I've got right here in front of me is the Dell Inspiron gaming laptop with an i7 quad-core processor and an NVIDIA GTX 960M with 4 gigabytes of virtual RAM. This laptop also comes with a 1TB mixed media hard drive that's kinda slow, but it has an empty M2 SSD slot in the side of it, so at some point I'm just gonna buy a 500GB SSD and throw it right in that slot. It also has 8 gigs of RAM with an empty RAM slot in case you want to make any upgrades. Coming around to the back, we have 2 independent fans, one for the CPU and one for the GPU, and an incredibly easy to open maintenance hatch right here. It's literally one screw, and when you take that off, you can upgrade pretty much any upgradable part of the computer. When you open this baby, it's pretty standard. It's got a 1080p glare-proof screen and a regular backlit keyboard, which is a little shallow but surprisingly durable. As for sound, the Dell comes with 2 stereo speakers and an inbuilt subwoofer on the bottom of the model, and while it's loud and clear, it does leave a lot to be desired. The laptop's ports are pretty normal. We have a regular Ethernet port, an SD card reader, 3 USB 3s, an HDMI, and a dual audio and microphone jack. In terms of performance, this laptop can compete with things double its price. But since it is an economy laptop, we are losing a few things. For example, the ports are SATA 3 instead of PCIe, we don't have a USB-C cable, and the HDMI is locked at 30 frames per second. But honestly, I'm not really going to be using any of that, and for the price this laptop was, that doesn't matter. The build of the laptop, while plastic, is surprisingly sleek and sturdy, though you can get a tiny bit of key wobble. And of course, the sleek plastic surface is a fingerprint magnet, but basically all laptops are. On top of the screen, we also have a 720p webcam with a stereo mic. And now that I've covered the exterior of the laptop, I'm gonna turn it on, get it all set up, and then we'll test it out. This thing, especially for a laptop, is just a beast. It can run Minecraft with a 32 render distance at about 100 frames per second, though chunk loading is a little slow as this doesn't have a solid state in it yet. In terms of games, well, it can pretty much run anything. Most of the games I play run at high or ultra settings, but really demanding titles, like Ark and Witcher 3, will run at sturdy medium settings. I feel like I have to clarify that there's nothing bad about medium settings. In fact, the performance you would get on a brand new console goes in the low to medium range of PC gaming. The reason there are these high and ultra settings is because there are people who can run them. You can sink $10,000 into a setup, but you can also have a great gaming experience for less than $400. And for me, I've never had a computer with a dedicated card in my life. My last computer couldn't run Minecraft without Optifine, and now, with this much power, oh, I'm gonna have some fun. In terms of software, this computer comes with actually no bloatware, which I'm almost surprised about. The audio configuration system seems nice at first, but it keeps trying to boost things in strange ways, and I ended up just turning it off and sticking to an equalizer. There were a lot of drivers I had to update before I could even use these things, but once I did, it seems like it's running pretty smoothly. My one complaint would probably be the fan system, which, when you're doing anything really resource-intensive, just tries to take off. Like, I swear, this thing wants to be an airplane when it grows up. But that's just to be expected, especially in this small of a laptop, and when you're doing normal processes, it's completely silent. With that said, though, I'm probably going to get a cooling pad for it in the future, but then again, most consumers don't make YouTube videos, so they don't have to worry about background noise. The touchpad leaves a lot to be desired, but then again, all touchpads do, and you're just going to plug in a mouse anyway. The display is also just a tiny bit dim, but it makes up for it by having very vivid colors. My last complaint is that the keyboard is a little shallow and a little spongy. It gets hot in the middle, and when you press really hard, you can feel just a little too much give. But with that said, this laptop is phenomenal. It's the most powerful computer I've ever had. And for the price I got it at and the amount of performance this thing gives, it does not disappoint. This seriously competes with laptops up in the $2,000 range. And when I got it, it was also $200 off. So overall, I'm really happy with my purchase. This thing is everything I could have dreamed it would be. But unfortunately, guys, that's just about all the time I have for today. I am going to be doing some non-Minecraft videos with this in the future, and I want to sort of keep those up. But I think what I want to do right now is pick a high-performance game to play on this thing. Maybe, I don't know how to pronounce it, so there will be a picture of it on the screen. That one. I want to play that one on this thing. But with that said, I cannot wait to play Minecraft on this machine. The amount of smoothness this has, the render distance I can have on this thing. Oh my gosh, I've never been able to do anything like this before. And it's really because of you that I got to do this. And as always, this has been Richie, and I will see you next time.